Right, consider this fair warning. Man flu is well and truly set in at Lollujo Towers. I would strongly recommend not getting too close to the camera for fear of picking up my germs. If I nod off during the episode, just shake your phone or something. That should wake me up. And yeah, I apologise for what's about to happen. We have got some important games though. So, hopefully the combination of that and the cold and flu medication will lead to something interesting happening. Hello and welcome to Season 13, Episode 7 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we have two massively important games. We're away against 5th place Manchester City in the Premier League, and there's only 7 games to go, so this is a big one. And then we've got probably our toughest European game that we've ever had. We've got to go away to Chelsea in the second leg in the Champions League quarter-final. We just lost 1-0 at home in the first leg, so if we're going to get anything out of that tie, we need the most special of our special European away legs that we became quite good at last season. I've just seen we're £70 million in the red. We probably shouldn't worry about the finances. We kind of need to just win everything and then sell all our players to stop the club going bankrupt. Although, officially, finances still okay. So I don't know how bad it has to get before we drop below okay. Just a little recap of how things have been going since you were last with me. I've not played a massive amount of games because obviously we're at the business end of the season now. League form, as usual, indifferent. I don't know how we're a top 4 team. We beat Aston Villa 2-1 away. Just the word Villa didn't want to come out there. But then we lost 3-2 at home to Manchester United and then beat Derby 4-1 at home. And then the aforementioned 1-0 defeat at home to Chelsea in the Champions League quarter-final. I mean, to be honest, that just about ends our Champions League hopes. We've got our bogey team, Manchester United, in the FA Cup semi-final, so we might have our first trophyless season for a little while. Although, actually, forget that, we already won the European Super Cup. We already have a trophy, who cares? The league table is starting to look pretty interesting, though. We obviously can't win the league, but being still in the 2 cup competitions, we are racking up some games in hand. We're in 4th place at the moment, but if we win both of our games in hand over Newcastle, we'd go above them into 2nd place. Likewise, if we win our game in hand over Arsenal, we would go above them into 3rd place. We do need to be looking over our shoulder, though. Manchester City, who we play today, are only 4 points behind us, but we do have a game in hand over them. The one other thing we've got going in our favour, which hopefully will continue today and we won't get hammered, is that Chelsea aside, who've already got the league wrapped up pretty much, we have by far and away the best goal difference of anyone around us, so we just need to avoid getting thumped. This is the team that we're going to be playing against Manchester City. Should look fairly familiar at this point. Matt Lee in goal, a back 4 of Guiliani, Zabala, Dane and Lazarov, and then Fritscher in the anchorman role with Chris, Yusuf and Vaughan in front of him, Larsio and Fall up front. Lazarov, in the last game against Derby, broke the all-time Premier League record for assists in a season, and we've still got 7 games to go. He now has 23 assists in the Premier League this season. And overall, 36 assists in all competitions in just 45 games. So, he's creating almost a goal a game from right back, which is fantastic. Right, let's get into this game before this cold gets the better of me. I have my trusty water bottle on hand. It's not the same water bottle that I hit in my head in the FA Cup semi-final a few years ago, I think. Hold on, just as proof, that was this one. Try not to confuse the two of them. But that's to get rid of the lurgy. Let's just not lose to Manchester City today. I'm not even that bothered whether or not we can pick up a win. I just want to not lose. We've got that game in hand over, and we've got the little bit of the points cushion. Losing is a disaster. Anything other than that is pretty okay. We don't need to be worrying about where in the top 4 we finish. We just need to make sure we finish in the top 4 and secure another season in the Champions League. We've got a bit of a taste for it. Where's my water? I'm dying here. Let me know in the comments. I bet you're loving a man flu episode. Very nearly missed my first day since I started back in October through man flu today. Advance warning for you, if I don't have a miraculous recovery, because I think I'm still in the early stages, there is a chance that tomorrow I will miss a day for the first time since October. I'll try not to, but I don't want to be on here coughing and spluttering and sniffling, because I wouldn't watch that. That would be rubbish. Hopefully I'm not too bad. So I've probably got a luminous red nose. I'm red-green colourblind, so you know, if I had to do the green screen stuff, my nose would disappear as well, because it would just if I turn to the side like that, I can't see my nose anymore. So yeah, enjoy my red nose. This it is still Kev. There's no Peter Schmeichel here. Right, Lazio is through. That I mean, ideally that would have been a goal. Unfortunately, it's not to be. We've got lots of players linked with various Player of the Season awards. Both Lazio and Johnny Vaughan have been linked with the Young Player of the Year award, which I had to go and double check the age of both of them, because I don't think of them still being young enough to win the Young Player of the Year award. Vaughan's been with us 5 years. Lazio's been with us 4 years. They're still both only 23 though, which shows just how good they are, really, that we don't realise how young they are still sort of 3-4 years away from hitting their peak. They're going to be some players. We've got such a young squad that's already doing so well. Dare we start to dream of what might be? Johnny Vaughan has just put us 1-0 ahead away against Manchester City. If things stay as they are, and I know we're still early in the second half, but if things stay as they are, that puts us up into third place with a game in hand over Newcastle. I don't know where I want Chelsea to spectacularly mess up most. Do I want them to just lose their next 5 league games, or do I want them to just absolutely capitulate in our game against them coming up in a couple of days' time? What would I rather? I think the form we're in, I'd rather they just lost 5 league games, because I think we've probably got a better chance of keeping our league form going and going on and winning the league in that circumstance than the Champions League. We still have to navigate 2 teams to win the Champions League. That being said, if they want to mess up in either competition, we'll happily be there to sweep up the pieces afterwards. Right, let's make a few changes. Chris is coming on. Mesidoro is coming on, who obviously can't play in the Champions League. I think I've mentioned that before. So really, he should be starting every league game at this point to give Johnny Vaughan a rest. May have accidentally taken him out of my squad when we registered Francesco Giuliani. Why have I not gone to a more counter-attacking system? I thought I'd learnt tactics. Apparently I haven't. I want to bring Matthias Bosmans on, and I think I'm going to bring him on for Lazio, and we're just going to stick him back there. We're going to do this. We're going to make Dane a covering defender, and then we'll leave. Modu Fall can actually go to complete forward. Don't like poachers on their own, but you can. No, let's make him support. Mesidoro is a trequartista, hopefully running beyond him. Oh goodness me! Change the tactics, man. Right, waste time. We don't need to overlap anymore, and that'll do. Hopefully, we'll hold on, because if we don't, we haven't got a striker to go up front alongside Fall so that we can go and attack some more. Let's go contain for these last couple of minutes. Whoever it was who invented that and told me about that in the comments, I forget who it was, seasons and seasons ago. Do it religiously now. If I'm winning with 3 minutes to go, oh, time to go contain. Oh, come on, lads, let's just hold on. Oh, no, it's a Man City highlight with 30 seconds left on the clock. Do not score here. That would be awful. Oh, they've got a corner. Have they got a corner? No, it's a goal kick. I think we've done it. Huzzah! We've beaten Manchester City 1-0 away from home. We're up to third in the league. We still have a game in hand over Newcastle. We've got a game in hand over Chelsea as well. If we win that, we're only 7 points behind Chelsea. They're not as far away as they were. They must be slipping up. I'm tempted to have a little look at the form table. There is a form table on here, isn't there? What do we do? Do we go on there? Where does it tell us form? There used to be a form table. Where does that live now? I don't care. I'm looking for the form table. It's clearly not a thing that's ever existed. This is Tesco value cold and flu medicine talking. Let's go and play Chelsea before I pass out. So we're going to our second leg against Chelsea, knowing that at the very least, to keep our Champions League dreams alive, we need to score at wherever they play. Still at Stamford Bridge. What do you know? Chelsea normally have a new ground by this point of the game. They must have expanded it. We've made a couple of changes just to try and keep things fresh. So Christian Arendt comes in up front for Modu Fall, just to rest him a little bit, really. I imagine Fall will make an appearance. What I'm really thinking is I'd quite like to bring Fall on in about the 80th minute if it looks like it's heading for extra time. Probably quite hopeful, but, you know, we can dream. Other than that, Kyle Walker-Peters comes in at left back, again, just so that we can rest Giuliani. And Yusuf comes back in midfield. Other than that, it is the same team that played against Manchester City. Let's go to Chelsea and score lots of goals. That's the plan. Christian Aaron, he's Mr. European football. He just always seems to be the big game player who turns it on in these kind of games. That's my other thoughts behind having him in ahead of Full. Sometimes Full can have a tendency to go missing a little bit when the pressure's on, even though he's scored nearly 40 goals for us now this season, and Arendt's only got 16, 17. I just fancy Arendt in a... Well, I could just leave it there probably. But I just fancy Arendt in a big game like this to deliver the business. Right, did I just profess my love for Christian Arendt? I need to look into this medication properly. Are we winning yet? What's going on? We're the only team who've had a shot so far. And Johnny Vaughan gets the free kick. I mean, to get our goal early would be awesome because it just immediately negates Chelsea's away goal from the first leg and puts the pressure on them. Admittedly, the opposite has now happened. They've got the early goal. I can't believe Carles has only got 50 goals for Chelsea in his career. It feels like he's been there for at least 5 or 6 seasons and he always scores against us. So, I mean, he must have nearly half of his career goals against Ipswich. We just need a tactic that counters him somehow. I mean, it's just too easy for them sometimes. Chelsea and Man United, they're the two teams I always struggle with. I need to go and manage one of them. I think that's the only solution. Chelsea have just had a takeover. Roman Abramovich has finally left. I think Diego Simeone is their manager at the moment. He must be getting on a bit now, surely, getting ready to retire. It'd be nice if he retired over the summer and I could jump into the Chelsea job with them having just won the Premier League and the Champions League. That should be something I could carry on with, hopefully. Arendt's through here. Arendt doesn't miss from there. I don't understand what's just happened. Christian Arendt does not miss chances like that. They must have bought him off, unless he's still blushing from my previous comments about him. Oh, mental note, don't make a pass at any of your players in the Champions League quarterfinals. Oh, it doesn't end well. Right. I'm already itching to make a change. We're only 15 minutes into this game. I need to be patient. It's still not a disaster at the moment. Of all the teams who could be in this situation against Chelsea now, I mean, we're the second top scorers in the league behind Chelsea. If anyone can get a couple of goals, if anyone can get 2 goals in the next 70 minutes, it has to be us. But we didn't manage to get a goal in that first leg. We only put 1 past Man City. The goals seem to have dried up just a little bit over the last 2 or 3 games, which is not the point of the season for that to start happening. Part of me is wondering whether it's time to go back to our old tactic. We've played with the diamond for 3-4 months now. Will we suddenly get another burst of goals if we just move Fritcher into the central midfield positions, or even better, switch him out, bring Valverde in and play the midfield free again? It might be an option for us in the second half. Come on, lads. Vaughan to Lacio. We need to... Oh, Arendt's hit the crossbar. Oh, that would have been... Oh, what a goal it would have been as well. That would have been an excitable moment. Matt Lee does well to keep hold of that, because it looked like it just had the possibility to sneak into the goal over his head. Luckily, it did not. I mean, we've gone 135 minutes? Oh, balls. Well, that's probably that now. Should we just bring the reserves on? We've got Arsenal at the weekend in the league. I mean, Champions League, unfortunately, is done, I think. At what point do we switch to something a little bit more counter-attacking or defensive and just try to avoid an absolute confidence-destroying battering? Oh, dear. Right, we're going to give it 10-15 minutes just to see. I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm bringing Fritcher there, but I'm going to swap him for Valverde straight away. And we're just going to go back to the old tactic just for the second half. This isn't a permanent change by any means, but just to see if we can try and take control of the game a little bit. Chelsea are just... I mean, they're not even dominating. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. They've only had 1. We're just not getting any luck in this tie, and it's upsetting. So... hopefully, just by sticking that third man in the centre of midfield, we might just be able to assert ourselves a little bit on the game. It's not happening though, is it? We've not had a shot since we made the change. Modu Fall, where are you, sir? You are coming on, and you're coming on for... who? I mean, no one's playing well going forward. We'll bring him on for Aaron. I was tempted to bring him on for Vaughan and drop Larsio back. But, I mean, any one of the front three really could have come off at that point. Nobody's playing well. I don't even know why I bothered bringing Fall on, unless he does something ridiculous like get a hat-trick in the last 15 minutes. What change can I make that makes that most likely to happen? We could just try something mental. And just... Can any of these play wide? Yusuf must be able to play wide. Chris, you must be able to play wide. No? Vossabelt, can you play what? No. I mean, I'm fiddling now and just thinking, what could we do that might make a difference? And this might make a difference. The difference might be we get absolutely battered. But the difference might just be we suddenly, taken by surprise, and get control of the game a little bit, which would be pleasant. I mean, we'll do that. I mean, it's probably stupid. There's probably a million reasons why I shouldn't make the changes I've just made. But, you know, going for it, haven't we? Just stick an extra attacker on, why not? Probably should have brought Wilfred Thomas on and dropped Larsio deep. That would have made a lot more sense. But, you know, why would we try and make sense? No. I don't know why I'm worried about conceding another goal. What's the worst could happen? Oh, we lost 3-0 rather than 2. No, who cares? We're still out. We didn't want the Champions League anyway. It would have made things too. If we'd have won the Champions League, think of the pressure we'd have been under next season. We're all right just being Europa League winners last year. You know, we don't want to peak too soon. Don't want expectation. This is all deliberate. We've thrown this game on purpose. I'm surprised UEFA aren't already investigating. Right, that's a worry. I've just dropped my bottle lid on the floor. Oh, this is going everywhere. I can't pause. I can't look for the lid without putting the bottle down. I can't pause the match without second hand. I get you. Oh, that nearly went. Right, if I put the bottle over there, I don't know where the lid's gone. I could take the... I might just drink the water. That might be the solution. Are we going to score a goal here? I mean, I've actually found the tails of my bottle more interesting in this second half than what's going on the pitch. I lost interest when their second goal went in. Well, this box midfield thing hasn't really worked, has it? We won't try that, he says, just as Vossabelt scores. Can we get 2 more in the last minute? I mean, I'd probably give up Football Manager forever if that happened, because it would just be ridiculous. I mean, Vossabelt does all right there. It's a nice little finish. Is that his first goal for us? I didn't notice if a little message came up. I mean, we got our away goal. Shame we let them score 2. If we score again here, that's going to be annoying, because it shows how close we could have been. Falls in as well. Whips a crossover. Lazarov to Chris. Oh, I don't want to score here, because there isn't time to score twice. There we go. Champions League, at the first time of asking, quarterfinals is as far as we have got. So, our focus for the rest of the season. We're still attacking on 2 fronts. We've got the FA Cup semi-final coming up in the next episode. We'll probably pair that up with either the West Ham or the Liverpool game. I've not decided yet. And then try and finish in the Champions League spot so we can do this all again next year. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on all the upcoming goodness. And yeah, just be aware there might not be an episode tomorrow if I wake up and I'm a mess. Thank you very much for watching.